right, so welcome. Tonight's class is a gentle, restorative yoga practice meant to help you let go of tension along your spine and across your chest and shoulders. Some areas where a lot of us store tension, especially when we're a little bit stressed. So, grab your first blanket or towel that you have there and open it up so that it covers about half of your yoga mat. So you want a blanket or a towel shaped about half the size of your yoga mat. If you can kind of fiddle with it a little bit, it doesn't need to be exact, but as close as you can come. And then we're going to fold that blanket from the short edge to the short edge. Then you should have a blanket or towel that's shaped like a quarter of the size of your yoga mat. And then fold one more time until you have a rectangular fold that's the eighth size of your yoga mat. Do that with each of the 3 blankets or towels you have. If you only have 2, you can make do with 2. It's not a big deal. All right. So we're going to get started tonight in a chest opener. So you're folding up all your blankets or towels into this long rectangular shape, about 1/8 of the size of your yoga mat. One of those is going to support our mid and upper back, and another is going to act as a possible pillow. So you're going to space those two and turn them horizontally on your mat and space them away from each other by 6 inches or so. And then from there, grab your pillow or your yoga bolster, and that's going to support the back of your legs. So I know we're busy folding and arranging, so there's no rush, but when you are ready, your legs will stretch out over your pillow or your bolster. You're going to lie back so that your mid-back and the bottom edge of your shoulder blades, part of your upper back, is on that first rectangular blanket. You want to let your shoulders hang above your first rectangular blanket. So stretch your arms out wide and then adjust your second blanket under your head as a pillow, or potentially no pillow at all. Your head comes back to your mat. As your head drops back, your chest opener will deepen. So prop your head up as high as it needs to go, but let it drop back as low as you like. All right, so you should feel like your shoulders, the top of your shoulders, your shoulder heads, where your arm bones come into your shoulder joints, those are not supported. Those should be dropping toward your mat, and that's what's going to give you that feeling of chest opener. Good. All right, so relax into this here, and take a really deep breath in through your nose, and a really deep breath back out through your nose. And then do it again, an even deeper breath in, and an even deeper breath out. And again like that. So keep stretching out the length of your inhalations and the length of your exhalations. This time in our country, in our lives, is a time of great change. There's so much shifting around us, and probably within us as well. Shifting emotions, a new piece of information coming out of the news cycle every few minutes. Our routines have been disrupted. And amidst all that change, it's really important to remember to be patient with yourself. I have been thinking about adaptability, what an important skill adaptability is to being human. But I also feel a little annoyed at people who are like, well, just adapt and you'll be fine. You won't feel stressed. I'm like, well, you know, adapting doesn't happen at the flick of a switch. Adapting takes time. You know, picture slowly bending a branch, a living branch on a tree. And it will, if you slowly bend it, it will slowly give. If you bend it too quickly, it will break. Imagine someone chiseling away at a piece of marble in order to create a sculpture. If you hack right into that marble, you're trying to get right to your, the final product, the marble will split, it will break. Sculpting that marble takes time. So in the same way as we adapt to all of the change around us, even though it's happening quickly, be patient with yourself and give yourself room to be however you are, to be upset, to be overwhelmed, to be bored, to be hungry. Those are the many things that I heard from my students today when I asked them how they're doing. Whatever it is, be patient with yourself. Be patient here as you let go of tension across your chest. We'll take just a few more breaths here, as deeply and slowly as you can. Adaptability in your yoga practice, that takes time also. It takes time and patience to build strength and flexibility and to learn good coping skills so that when you're stressed, you might not necessarily be able to escape all of the stress in your life, but you have good tools that you can rely on that can help you stay sane and help you stay healthy. On your next exhalation, exhale everything out, all the way out of your body. And then as deeply as you can, inhale until you can't fit any more breath in your lungs. Hold that breath in when you're sure you're full for just a moment. Open your mouth and let it go. Now stretch your arms overhead and interlace your fingers. Turn your palms back gently toward the wall behind you. Stretch your arms out again as straight as you can. Now take a really deep breath in. Full deep breath in. All the way in. Hold it in for a moment. Out through your mouth. Exhale like a snow angel if you can. Unwind your fingers. Bring your arms down a little closer to your sides. And then like a snow angel, go out and up again. Change the interlacing of your fingers, opposite pinky than normal on the outside. Turn your palms back. Exhale everything out. And then one more time, take a deep breath all the way in until you're completely full. And out through your mouth. Unwind. Bring your arms down and bend your knees slowly and roll to your side. Press yourself up to sit. Good. We're going to sit for just a little bit on our mat, so you could prop up on a pillow or bolster. You could pile up a few blankets to sit on. If you're comfortable right on the floor, right on the mat, you could sit right on the mat. Looking for my, there it is, my yoga strap. Find your yoga strap, or in lieu of that, the tie of a bathrobe, a scarf would work fine. All right, now, before we use that strap, bring your fingers up to the back of your head, the base of your skull, right where your head meets your neck, and find those little knobby bones that are right above the flesh of your neck. Feel those knobby bones? Those are your occipital bones. Okay, now, bring your strap up to your occipital bones. You're going to hook your strap around those occipital bones and slide your hands a little bit forward, a little bit up. Drop your shoulders down, and now push your head back into your strap. Pull your chin in. Your deep throat muscles will engage a little bit, but relax your outer neck muscles. Good. Pulling forward and up, gently but firmly with your hands, and gliding your head back over those top vertebrae in your neck. Good. Notice what this does to your posture. Should be sitting up a little higher, a little taller, chest a little bit elevated. Drop your sit bones down. Notice how your head is stacked right over your shoulders and your neck is really long. Take a deep breath in and out. And now lower your strap, set it to the side. Good. Now, do that again without the strap. Pull your chin in a little bit, sit up tall, drop your shoulders. Inhale, open your arms out wide. And as you exhale, turn and twist to the right. Keep your chin pulling in a little bit, but rotate your chin to the right. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Open your arms wide. Exhale, chin in a little bit. Keep your spine stacked. Turn to the left. Turn your chin back over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Arms out wide. Chin in a little bit. Exhale, rotate to the right. Turn your chin back. Come back to center as you inhale. And exhale, rotate to the left. Turn your chin back to the left. Come back to center, inhale. This time we're going to stay for a little bit in our spinal twist. So exhale, rotate to the right. Pull your chin in a little bit, but turn it to the right. Feel the right side of your neck just shortening, tightening a little bit, so the left side of your neck and throat are gently opening up. And notice if you start to sag in your posture. You want to sit up tall without excess tension. So don't clench the muscles in your back or in your neck or shoulders in order to keep the length of your spine. But do create that length just gently, especially by pulling your throat muscles in slightly, even as you turn your chin to the right. And I'll take 2 more really deep breaths there, all the way in. As you inhale, and all the way out. As you exhale, 1 more like that. Breathe all the way in. Breathe all the way out. Unwind from your twist, come back to center, and take a few alternate shoulder rolls. 1 shoulder at a time. Good. And change the direction. Good. And then if you're sitting with cross legs, change the cross. If you're not comfortable with cross legs, you do not need to be sitting with cross legs. Okay, so get comfy, sit up tall. Open your arms wide, inhale. And exhale, rotate to the left, take your hands down, turn your chin to the left. Feel the left side of your neck squeezing a little bit, contracting a little bit. Feel the right side of your neck and throat down a little, perhaps through your shoulder or collarbone, opening up. And then breathe. Keep your head stacked over your shoulders over your hips, even as you rotate and twist. Breathe all the way in with your inhalations and all the way out with your exhalations. We got 2 more rounds like that, slow and deep. All the way in, all the way out. And last one now. Inhale all the way in. Keep turning your chin back gently. And all the way out. As you're exhaling, unwind from your twist. Come back to center. Good. 3 symmetrical shoulder rolls. As you do that, notice if your head has just drooped forward. Can you pull your chin in a little bit? Lift your breastbone. Change the direction of your circles. Do 3 forward shoulder rolls. Good. Drop your shoulders down. We're going to come into another chest opener. So find your one of your rectangular shaped blankets and take that now onto the back half of your mat vertically rather than horizontally the way we did last time. And then a second one, second rectangular shape, same shape. Stack that on top but staggered back a little bit. So 2 or 3 inches, 3 or 4 inches perhaps of the bottom blanket stick out. And then with your third blanket, you can either turn that blanket sideways, make a T shape, and that will act as a pillow, or you can stagger again, even higher. This will give you a deeper chest opener, and you can fold the top edge over as a pillow. Now, before we come down into this, have your strap or strap-like object handy, and pull your bolster behind your legs again, or your pillow. All right, now you're going to sit right up against your staggered blankets. So you can feel the bottom one on the back of your pelvis, and then lower yourself down. If you went 3 high, you'll need to fold that top blanket over a little bit to give yourself a pillow. Take your arms out as wide as you can. And this time, if it's comfortable, try a butterfly shape in your legs. You can put your feet up on the bolster and tilt your knees wide, bring the soles of your feet together. If that's not comfortable, go with straight legs out over the bolster or pillow instead. Good. Now, in order to deepen our chest opener here, we're going to use our strap. So find your strappy-like thing and take it toward the ceiling. Stretch it toward the ceiling first so you can see. Widen your hands wider than your shoulders. Even wider will create less stretch, a little bit of a gentler experience, so go out as wide as you can. Now bend your elbows and hook the strap over the top edge of one of those blankets or towels underneath you and make a cactus shape in your arms. Your elbows should be next to your shoulders on either side of you, so you have bent elbows and they're next to your shoulders. Now by holding onto that strap, you should start to feel a little bit of a deeper stretch in your inner arms, inner shoulders. If you do not feel a deeper stretch, narrow your hands closer together. If the stretch is too much for your body, slide your hands wider apart. Now pause there and breathe, and as you breathe, you can play now with the height of your elbows. To get even deeper, you might start to push the strap back away from you, behind you a little bit, and lift your elbows. They're trying to stay close to the floor if possible, but slide them toward the wall behind you a little bit more. So instead of a cactus shape in your arms, you're creating a little bit more of a Y shape with your arms. That may be too intense, so the more your elbows bend and draw down low, closer to your hips, the less intense this is. So keep them low if you need to, but take them up a little more toward the head side of your mat if you want to get in deeper. Now just a couple more breaths as deep as you can. Relax your neck, your throat, relax your shoulder blades, your upper back. Feel how deeper inhalations create even more space for your chest and inner shoulders, inner arms. And we'll finish up with one more breath like that, as deep as you can. All the way in. All the way out. Let go of your strap. Bring your arms down by your sides. If your knees are wide, draw your knees together. Stretch your legs out over your pillow or bolster. Press yourself up to sit. Good. Now we're going to sit again just for a little bit. So find a seat that is as comfortable as possible. And once you're in that comfortable-ish seat, open your arms wide again. Inhale. Exhale, cross your right arm over your left arm. Give yourself a hug and stretch your shoulder blades apart. Tighten your chest in. Inhale, open your arms wide. Squeeze your shoulder blades together a little bit this time. And then left arm over the right. Give yourself a hug. Stretch your shoulder blades apart gently. Let's do it again. Inhale, wide arms, shoulder blades squeeze together. Pull your chin in a little bit. Exhale, right arm over the left. Stretch your shoulder blades apart. Inhale, chin in, arms go back and wide. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Exhale, left arm over the right. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, squeeze back, pull your chin in. Exhale, right arm over the left. Shoulder blades stretch apart. Inhale, wide, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And left arm over the right, shoulder blades apart. Good. Drop your arms down for a moment. So we're going to do a really weird and awkward pose. It's basically what we were just doing, which is a form of eagle pose, but we're going to do it face down on our mat. Okay? So let's get set up for that. Take your pillow or your bolster to the foot end of your mat, whatever you consider to be the back edge of your mat. Take one of your rectangular blanket folds about 1/3 of the way from the top, the front edge of your mat. And take another rectangular fold and put it all the way at the top of your mat. Now you may need to do a few more things to make yourself comfortable. If you find that your elbows are sensitive, you may need to pad them with a blanket in between. So what we're going to do is take our right arm over our left arm, and we're going to end up laying down on our bellies here, and you're going to try to reach your fingertips in opposite directions, palms face the ceiling. So here's how it's going to look. Put your shins on your pillow or bolster now. Lower down and put your rib cage on one of your blankets or towels. Now, cross your right arm over your left. Your arms should be in front of your chest, in front of your breastbone, not in front of your throat. And palms face the ceiling. Start to wiggle your arms in opposite directions. If you feel like you can't get your head down to this blanket that's out in front of you, put another blanket up on top of it. Okay? So don't smush your face into the blanket. Rest your forehead on it so your nose hangs and you have room to breathe. So what we're looking for is a stretch in our outer arms, outer shoulders, shoulder blades, and you're using the resistance of the floor to provide that stretch rather than having to muscularly hold yourself in this shape. So it's awkward, but breathe into it. Breathe especially into your upper back, your shoulder blades. Deep, deep, deep inhalations. Exhale, relax your upper back, your shoulder blades, your shoulders and arms. You might find with a few more breaths here, you can wiggle your arms a little bit deeper by taking your right fingers closer to the left wall to your left and your left fingers a little closer to the wall to your right. Good, we're almost there. On this side, relax as much as you can. About 2 or 3 more breaths, deep and slow. Try to relax into the awkwardness, into the weirdness, maybe into the discomfort of the pose. 1 more breath like that. Good. Lift your head, wiggle your arms to their proper sides. Hands go wide onto the floor, push-up style. Get to hands and knees. And then find your way to a seat. If you had a yoga block, you could sit in hero's pose for this one, but if not, find any other comfortable seat. Good. All right, we sit for a moment. You're going to give your arms a little jiggle first. Good. And then inhale, take your arms up overhead. Bend your right elbow, grab hold with your left hand. Pull your chin in, lift your breastbone, but drop your tailbone a little bit. Take a deep breath in, so we're in a tricep stretch. We're going to come out again. Exhale, bring your arms down and squeeze your arms back behind you, shoulder blades together. Inhale, take your arms up, bend your left elbow, grab hold with your right hand. Pause for a moment on this first round. Pull your chin in, lift your breastbone, drop your tailbone. Take a deep breath in. Good. Exhale, arms come down and they move back behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades gently. Let's do as a flow now. Inhale, right elbow bends. Grab hold with your left hand. Exhale, arms down and back. Try to keep your spine nice and long. Inhale, left elbow bends and pulls back. Exhale, squeeze back behind you. Good. Another round. Inhale. Pull your chin in. Get heavy in your sit bones. Exhale. Bring it down and squeeze back. And 1 more round like that. Inhale. Nice dynamic stretch for the back of your arm, for your outer armpit. Exhale. Bring it down. Squeeze back. Good. Now relax your arms. We're going to get into our second side prone belly down eagle. So if you move things around, we're back to that same setup with our pillow, bolster at the back edge, and 2 rectangular blankets. This time it's left arm over the right. So put your shins on your pillow or blanket, lower your rib cage down onto your first rectangular blanket, take your left arm above your right. Palms face the ceiling, wiggle your fingertips in opposite directions, try to get those arms as crossed as you can in front of you, and then rest your head down and start to breathe. Deep, slow inhalations and exhalations. And notice what you feel. Relax your hips against your mat. Relax your legs on your pillow or bolster. Feel the way the floor, the mat, is pushing back against the backs of your arms to help create that eagle stretch, eagle sense of opening for your outer arms, outer shoulders, shoulder blades. Notice if it's difficult to relax your neck muscles, do your best to relax your neck. Feel your whole back body rising and falling with your breath. And we'll take just a couple more rounds like that. Deep as you can, all the way in, all the way out. And one more now, as deep as you can, all the way in and all the way out. Lift your head a little bit, scoot your right arm to the right, left arm to the left, then push-up style, hands go wide, press yourself up to hands and knees. Good. Now, if you have a traditional yoga bolster, you're going to use that for what we do next, but if you do not, the best thing would be to stack 2 of your rectangular blankets or towels together, and that's what you'll use out in front of you. Either way, they're about the same shape and size, so a squishy pillow is really not going to work for this though, so 2 blankets or towels rectangularly shaped, or your bolster. And this is where a block may come in handy, but if you don't have it, I'll show the alternative without it. It's absolutely fine. All right, we're going to do a puppy pose here with our elbows on our 2 blankets or towels or our bolster. If you have a block, have that handy. Put your forearms down on whatever you're working with and keep your butt in the air, so hips over your knees. Now wiggle your elbows close together and bow your head down. Don't smush your face down into your props. Let your nose hang off. So your forehead should be supported, but not the rest of your face. Now, if you do not have a yoga block, bring your palms together and bend your elbows if you can and bring your thumbs toward your upper back. Let your breastbone sink down toward the mat now. This is like doing a double tricep stretch. So both arms at the same time. Like we did a moment ago, one arm at a time. If you have a yoga block, hold that yoga block the widest way it goes between your palms and bring that yoga block to your upper back. So elbows bent if you can. So back off anywhere you need to. You can back off by straightening your arms out rather than bending your elbows. You can, if you need to, widen your elbows apart, but if you're able to, snuggle those inner elbows close into the sides of your head. And then you should be feeling a chest opener, a little bit of a back bend in your upper back. So rather than rounding your upper back, you want your upper back to be opening up by dropping your chest down towards your mat. Now stick with it for another breath or 2. As deep as you can. And we'll head into one more round like that. Good. Once you've exhaled all the way out, straighten your arms slowly. Lift your head. If you're working with a block, set it down. Can move your bolster or blankets to the side, and let's try a child's pose. Bow your head down. If it's comfortable for you, you could drop your hands back by your feet and turn your palms up toward the ceiling. which will let your shoulder blades slide apart. But that may not be comfortable for you. It may make more sense to have your arms out in front of you. So whatever you've chosen now, relax your arms and shoulders as much as you can. And breathe deeply. Take a couple more breaths like that. Good. And one more now. Good. And find your way up to sit. Hello again. All right, we're going to do one more thing for our neck before we move toward our lower spine. Find a comfortable seat again, one last time. So, hero's pose on your block, cross legs on a blanket or bolster or pillow, whatever you need to get comfortable. All right, now from there, drop your shoulders down. Take your left arm behind your back and either tuck your fingers in your waistband, or if you can reach your right upper arm, grab your right upper arm. Take a breath in here, and as you exhale, tilt your right ear to your right shoulder. Drop your shoulder blades down and start to breathe. Feel your breath rising and falling up into the left side of your neck and your shoulder. Try to relax your sit bones down. Relax your shoulder blades and your arm bones down. Your arm bones are a little bit behind you, especially that left one. So notice how that helps to open up that left side collarbone. Good. Take a deep breath in and out. Bring your chin up, unwind your arms, take a few alternate shoulder rolls. And change the direction. Good. All right, drop your shoulders, right arm behind your back, fingers in your waistband, or grab your left upper arm. Take a deep breath in, exhale, tilt your left ear to your left shoulder. Drop both shoulder blades. Try to relax, especially the right side of your neck and your throat. And breathe, be patient. Your body will adapt, but it adapts slowly with time. Just like your mind, just like you adapt in your life off the mat. Let time pass and try not to rush your breath. Let it stay slow and deep. Good. Last breath like that, as deep as you can in and all the way out. And bring your chin upright, unwind your arms, 3 final symmetrical shoulder rolls. Pull your chin in a little bit as you do them. And 3 in the other direction. Good. All right, we're going to get set to come down on our backs next. So find one of your blankets or towels and give yourself a pillow or a neck roll. I like a neck roll, so you'll see me opening up a blanket. I do a yoga blanket that's about the shape and size of half of my yoga mat, and then roll it from the long edge for a neck roll. But you can give yourself anything that you need. Now, as you come down, take your pillow or bolster onto the left side of you on the floor, and put a blanket, one of your other towels or blankets, stacked on top of that. You should have one last towel or blanket, and throw that over on the right side of you. And now some things are set up. Now find your yoga strap. Now we're finally ready. You can come down onto your back. Adjust your neck on your neck roll. Good. Knees bent. All right, now pick your right foot up and grab your right shin and squeeze your right knee in a little bit. We're going to hold there for just a moment and circle your right ankle around a few times. Circle your right ankle around. Relax your upper back, broaden your shoulder blades. Change the direction of your ankle circles. Notice how your lower back, especially on the right side, is lengthening into the floor. This is a nice lower back release that we're heading into next. Now, stop circling your ankle. Option 1 now is to grab your strap. We're heading into half happy baby. Put your strap up over the sole of your right foot and point the sole of your right foot toward the ceiling. Pull down on your strap and pull your right knee a little wider than your ribs and down toward the floor a little bit gently next to you. Now, if you can easily reach your right foot with your right hand, then you can hold your foot with your hand instead of the strap. But everything else is the same. Left knee bent for now. You might tilt your left knee a little bit open to the left, and that can help you counterbalance the weight of this pose, which tends to make you rock to your right side a little bit more. So you can see how that feels, but it might feel better just to keep your left knee in line with your left hip and ankle. Now breathe and feel the way the back of your right leg is opening up gently. Keep pulling down a little bit on your foot to draw your knee toward the floor just gently. You might like to start straightening that right leg just the tiniest bit and get a little bit deeper of a stretch. You could straighten it a little bit wide as you go. You could straighten it straight up toward the ceiling as you go. It could play with that angle until you get a good stretch. But try to keep your right thigh pulling in toward you, your right knee pulling down toward the floor, rather than letting that right knee back away from you. Good. Get another slow, deep breath like that, as deep as you can. And when you get done, slowly let go of your right foot and straighten out both legs on the mat. Give your legs a little windshield wiper, flop side to side. Good. All right, now from there, bend your right knee, pick your right foot up, leave your left leg straight on your mat, hug your right knee in. We're going to head into a spinal twist here. Roll to your outer left hip and guide your right knee and lower leg and foot onto your pillow blanket combination there over on the left side of you. Scoot your left shoulder to the left a little bit and reach your right arm open to the right. If your right arm is hovering off the ground, throw a blanket underneath that right arm. That's what that blanket is there for. You might like to let your right knee drop down more toward the floor. So you could, instead of having a blanket stacked up on top of your pillow, you could slide that blanket off of your bolster or pillow and let your right knee drop down just a little bit more. All right, so your lower body's twisting to the left, upper body's twisting to the right. Turn your chin to the right if you can. Relax your right shoulder down. Try to relax and let go of some tension in your outer right hip and your lower back. Breathe deep abdominal breaths and open up around your waist as you inhale. Relax around your waist as you exhale. Breathe deeply into your chest and your shoulders, your upper back, and your neck as you inhale, and relax in your upper spine as you exhale. Good. As deep as you can. We'll take just a few more breaths here. Notice if you're unnecessarily tense anywhere in your body and see if you can let go of that. Let's finish up one more round. All the way in and all the way out. And then slowly, gently rock back onto your back. Bend both knees, shift your hips to center, pick your feet up, hug your knees in, and rock yourself a little bit gently side to side. Good. All right, we're going to switch our props around, so rock up just for a moment, long enough to move your pillow or bolster to the right side of you, with or without a blanket on top, now that you know where we're heading. And if you found that blanket for your outstretched arm and your twist helpful, take that over to the left side of you. Then we come back down for our half happy baby to get started. So come onto your back, but we start slow. First, you pick your left foot up and hug your left shin in with your hand so your knee comes in toward you, and circle your left ankle around. Circle your left ankle around, relax your shoulders, let your lower back relax into your mat. That left side especially is growing longer here as your left thigh bone pulls in. Change your ankle circle direction and keep breathing. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Good. One more circle around, and then from there, either your yoga strap will hook around your left foot, or you'll reach up for your foot with your left hand. Then point the sole of your foot up toward the ceiling. Widen your left knee a little out to the left. How wide is very individual, so you can adjust that width as you need to. Pull down with your strap or your hands. And trying to weight that left thigh down, sole of the foot up toward the ceiling. Start to breathe. Your right knee might tip open to the right a little bit, and it might not. See what feels good to your body. Now from there, if you're not getting a hamstring stretch and you want to be getting a deeper one, then keep this deep flexion in your thigh. That means your thigh is pulling in toward your belly and your rib cage off to the left, but start to straighten that left leg a little. You can widen it out, you can keep it narrowed in. Angle can change how you feel the stretch in the back of your leg. So find a good stretch. Feels like you're letting go of where you store tension there in the back of your left leg. Keep pulling down a little bit with your hand or your strap, and we'll finish up a couple more breaths here. Almost there. Good. Last one, as deep as you can. All the way out. And then let go. Set your left foot down, straighten both legs out on your mat. Windshield wiper, side to side. Good. And then hug that left knee back in. Keep your right leg straight. Roll all the way to your outer right hip and guide your knee and your leg and your foot and ankle onto your pillow or bolster. And scoot your right shoulder to the right. Reach your left arm to the left. If a blanket under that left arm is helpful, prop your left arm up. You may not need quite so much height on your pillow or bolster, so a blanket may be helpful, it might not be, so take it away if you want to. Now feel your outer left hip opening, your left side waist opening, your left inner shoulder, inner arm opening up. Drop that left shoulder blade down, turn your chin to your left if you can, and breathe as deeply as you can. Notice where you're relaxed in your body and where you're not relaxed. And encourage yourself to relax a little bit more deeply, head to toe. Sometimes we tense up because we're protecting something in our bodies, and that's a good indication that you may need to arrange your props a little bit differently or back yourself out of a pose so that you can relax. But sometimes we tense up just because we're in the habit of tensing up. And there you can start to work at unraveling some of that unnecessary tension. You're almost there. As deep as you can now. One more breath. And rock slowly back onto your back. Shift to center. Bend your knees, pick your feet up, hug your knees in, rock a little bit side to side. And our final pose is a full-on happy baby. So that might mean hugging your knees in as you are now, but widening your knees apart. It might mean grabbing behind your thighs then and pointing the soles of your feet up toward the ceiling. hugging your knees down and in. If you can reach for your feet, grab the outer edges of your feet, point the soles of your feet up toward the ceiling. Try to keep the back of your pelvis anchored down if you can. You might rock a little side to side. I like to rock side to side, and the side I'm rocking to, I straighten that leg out a little bit more and bend the opposite knee in a little deeper and bring my heel down. So it's like I'm doing half of a wide straddle and kind of half of a Baddha Konasana, a butterfly shape. So you can give that a try and get a little inner thigh work if you do. Rock to the right a little bit, take that right leg a little straighter, and then bend in. Rock to the left leg a little straighter. Good, and bend in. Let's try one more round. Side to side, keep on breathing. Yes. Something joyful about rocking around on your back like a baby. All right, drop your feet down to the mat. Straighten your legs out for a moment. Take your arms overhead. Hook your thumbs, point your toes, pull against your thumbs. Take a deep breath in and arch your back a little bit gently. Out through your mouth. Change the hook of your thumbs. We'll do that one more time. Point your toes, little arch of your back, a deep breath in, and out through your mouth. Arms come down. Let's get set up for our final relaxation. We're just about there, but we need to pull our pillow or bolster in behind our legs, and then anything else you need. You could cover up to get warm. You could turn off lights. Can't turn those off if you're outside. But it's dusk now, so good for relaxing. All right, so you can come back down onto your back whenever you're ready. Cover up as much as you like in order to get comfortable, and stretch your legs out over your pillow or your bolster. Adjust your neck on your neck roll or your head on your pillow. And close your eyes for a moment. Bring your attention to your breath. Try to get really settled on your mat. And then adjust where you need to so that you have the best chance possible of relaxing. If you need to, widen the back of your pelvis a little bit more, or broaden your shoulder blades a little bit more. Lengthen your neck. Adjust your arms. They might come down closer to your sides or go out up and wider to the sides. See where you feel most comfortable. And now, without excessively controlling your breath, just breathe and feel. Feel your breath rising and falling inside your body. And as you breathe, begin to consciously relax yourself more deeply. Start by relaxing your toes, and then relax your feet and your ankles. Relax your lower legs. Relax your knees. Relax your thighs, your inner and outer thighs, the front of your thighs, the back of your thighs. Relax right where your thigh bones meet your hips, your hip sockets. Relax your hip creases. Feel the back of your pelvis resting on your mat. Relax your sacrum, your tailbone. right there at the base of your spine, the back of your pelvis. Relax your outer hips, the right side and the left side. Feel your belly rising and falling with your breath, and even deeper than that, feel the front of your pelvis rising and falling with your breath. Especially with each exhalation you take, encourage your pelvis to relax, both inside and outside. Especially as you exhale, relax your navel toward your spine. Relax the sides of your waist. Relax your lower back. Feel your chest and your rib cage rising and falling with your breath. And especially as you exhale, relax your chest. Relax your rib cage. Feel your mid-back and your upper back and shoulder blades rising and falling with your breath. And especially as you exhale, relax your mid and upper spine. Relax your shoulder blades into your mat. Relax the front of your shoulders toward the back of your shoulders. And the back of your shoulders toward the floor. Relax your arms. Relax your elbows, your forearms, your wrists. Relax your hands. Relax your fingers. Feel your breath rising and falling in your neck and in the slope of your shoulders. Especially as you exhale, relax your neck, relax the slope of your shoulders. Feel your breath moving in through your nose and out through your nose. Feel the muscles in your face rising and falling gently. Especially as you exhale, relax your face. Relax your forehead. Feel your breath rising and falling in the crown of your head. Relax the crown of your head, especially as you exhale. Feel your breath rising and falling in the base of your skull, the back of your head. Let the back of your head sink back into the support of the floor underneath you. Feel how relaxed your mind has become along with your body. Anytime you notice your mind wandering, bring it back to your breath again. Take a moment to really absorb this moment of stillness. This feeling of quiet and calm in your mind, in your body. And now take a deep, slow breath in through your nose. Sigh it out through your mouth and gently, gradually start to wake yourself up. Move your fingers and your toes, and your wrists and your ankles. And your arms and legs. Stretch out, arms overhead. Straighten your legs a little straighter. Take another deep breath in. Sigh it out and bring your arms down. Bend your knees slowly. Roll all the way over to your side. Once you're on your side, pause and take another deep breath in. Easy breath out. And then look down toward the ground, and as you push yourself up to sit, see if you can bring your head up last. So your head bows as you come up. Good. Once you come on up, find a seat. One more moment, sit up tall. And inhale, arms out wide. Exhale, hands to your heart. Namaste.